have something very unusual. This is an iPhone 14 Pro on a RS2 DJI gimbal. Why such a large gimbal for such a small device? Because we have this amazing Freewell Cinemorph 1.55x anamorphic lens for this phone. And for this lens to be working perfectly, we need it to be working without the phone's stabilization. And so we need the most stable gimbal we can get. And this is, I think, pretty stable for a phone. An anamorphic lens so cool? Well, because it gives you this very wide movie type look. A lot of Hollywood movies use anamorphic lenses to capture their footage.
And that's what makes them the best.
Getting this on a phone, it changes everything. This thing, man, this thing can get some really epic type looking shots. You gotta say, I'm in love with this. Why am I using Filmic Pro for this? Well, because in it you can de-squeeze the image right in the app and see what you get. Actually get that in the image, and you can manually control all the settings, exposure, ISO, like everything, white balance. You can even set it to capture at 50 frames per second and deliver your footage at 25 frames per second, which will automatically slow it down 2 times. The amount of control in this app is epic. These flares right here, they look really cool. I like that they are detailed. They consist of 3 parts, which makes it look better than just a streak. But there's one downside, I guess, is that they are really sensitive to light. If I put it to here, like we have flares all over the place. But well, in a daylight situation, you wouldn't see such a thing. But at night, when there are lights everywhere, this lens becomes harder to use if you don't want streaks all over your screen. I already contacted Freewell, telling them if they are releasing a lens that has neutral filters, maybe make them like also a little less sensitive to light. That would be amazing, because this lens, it's so cool. I really enjoy it. The 1.55 times squeeze on a 16:9 video sensor looks actually really cool. I'm very surprised about the characteristics of the flares. Although, as I said, at nighttime the flares could be somewhat intruding, if you know what I mean, like a lot of flares. But all in all, this is an amazing piece of equipment. That also comes with ND filters for bright daylight situations. But I think I have to talk about the case as well, because built like a tank. It even has like holes at the bottom so the sound can come forwards to you, and that's a nice little touch. The camera has this metal part here, and it looks like really rugged. I have no doubt about my phone being in this case. I think it's protected very well. Then also, of course, this grip, which can be used very multifunctionally. It has a button, a Bluetooth button that will allow you to use it for capturing photos or starting the video, which is also amazing. You can also use it as a selfie stick, which is also very thoughtful. Like,
That's very cool. And also it has 1/4 inch screw mount here, and also a cold shoe mount here up top. But then one more thing, they have released these crazy insane filters for iPhone cameras. So it's on, and now you have yourself a polarized filter for all 3 cameras, variable ND filter, mist filter. Freewell is also saying that this is a future-proof system. I don't know if it will be true in the long run, but that's what they're saying. And but currently this set for this phone is just crazy. If you're a phone filmmaker, photographer, or whatever content creator, this is a must-have for your phone. Maybe not the anamorphic lens, because this is a very niche thing, and I'm one of those anamorphic freaks that just like the lens flares, like that wide look, real anamorphic images for a budget-friendly price. But why I was using the Ronin RS2 Pro with my iPhone? Well, you could be using this with a DJI Osmo Mobile, whichever version that supports these weights. With the anamorphic lens, the weight distribution changes and you cannot stabilize it perfectly. That's why you need these weights to stabilize it perfectly. Although this small gimbal, while it's very good for just your regular phone footage, but once you introduce an anamorphic lens and once you turn on the stabilization for this lens in Filmic Pro, then this gimbal is, well, it's not enough. I think DJI made it in mind that people will be using it with their phone's stabilization. In combination with that, it works great. But once you turn off the stabilization, well, it's not the most stable gimbal because, well, it's small. It's very close to your hands, and when you're moving, you can really feel those shakes and moves. But with a gimbal like this, no problem at all. I know it kind of defeats the purpose of a mobile filmmaking kit, but I believe that you can use this set easily with an RS3 Mini or other non-mobile gimbals, just small-sized gimbals. They will work fine. An amazing tool. Really recommend this for all the people who enjoy mobile filmmaking, photography, and if you really enjoy anamorphics, well then this is a must. You have to have this. If you want to get your own Freewell Sherpa kit or just the lenses, go check the link in the description. You can get all the stuff there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you were able to enjoy this video. If you did, you know what to do, and see you in the next video.